Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Powerplex here in St. John's, Newfoundland. It's the 2018 Hall of Fame Cup, brought to you by Newfoundland Labrador Basketball Association. The Elite Eight high school basketball tournament here. The number 3 ranked Gonzaga Vikings gonna tangle with the number 6 ranked Corner Brook Titans. Gonzaga in blue, Corner Brook in black. Gonzaga starting the game with possession. There's a long 2-point shot. That one's not going to fall. Rebound grabbed by Robbie McDonald of the Titans. McDonald puts it up for Thomas Stewart. Stewart throws it aside, but it's out of bounds. That ball's turned over. Gonzaga going to try to get a quick transition. Referee tells him, no, have to check the ball. Slow things down. Gonzaga looking for the first points of this game. To the outside. Ball found the hands of Nick Luther. Luther sends it over for Jarrett Buff. There's a 3-point shot from the outside. Rebound bounces into the hands of Luther. That's a smart play underneath. Hunter Ryan got the Corner Brook defender up in the air, and Ryan will earn himself a trip to the free throw line. Trying to dent the ice here and put the first points on the boards for Gonzaga from the charity stripe. Hunter Ryan gets the first one to drop for Gonzaga. Ryan goes 2 for 2 from the line. And now Corner Brook will come back. Bringing the ball up the floor for the Titans is Daniel O'Brien. O'Brien puts it over for Stewart. Stewart down for Marcus Hughes. Hughes, big man in the paint. Hughes turns and jumps, and he drops the fadeaway jumper, tying the game up for Corner Brook. Speaking of big men, number 2 for Gonzaga, Ken Thornhill. He is a tower on the inside. Thornhill with the ball. Moves it to the outside. That shot's off the mark from Nick Luther. Grabbed by Hunter Ryan. Ryan drives through, can't get the drop. To the outside. Grabbed. Ryan, 3-point shot. Doesn't get it to fall. Ball rattles off the rim. Rebound grabbed by the Titans. Here's Thomas Stewart now. Stewart. He puts it in. There's a circus-like shot by Marcus Hughes. Hughes looking for the foul there. He managed to get it up and in anyway. Good strong move to the basket by Hughes. Gonzaga with the steal. Ball under the basket. Looking to go outside. Instead they powered through on the inside, and that's Kent Thornhill laying it off the glass for the Vikings. Looking to put it in for Hughes. Hughes couldn't grab hold of that one. Here comes Gonzaga. Thornhill awkwardly grabs it but holds on. Puts the ball out for Jacob Marshall. Marshall over for Luther. Here's Luther. Luther in for Thornhill. Thornhill in a battle down low. Thornhill steps away and manages to get the roll for the Vikings. Daniel O'Brien now for Corner Brook. Here's O'Brien. O'Brien looking to penetrate through the lane. O'Brien, a circus-like shot underneath the basket. Can't get that one to fall, and Gonzaga will come away with it. Jarrett Butt out for Hunter Ryan. Ryan spins, moves off the glass. Can't get it to fall, though. Away comes Corner Brook. Corner Brook pushing the pace. Layup to the basket. Nice finger roll shot there by Robbie McDonald of the Titans. Here's Luther. Luther trying to settle things down a little here for Gonzaga. Luther in from Marshall. Marshall back for Luther. Loose ball. Luther manages to get to it. Nick Luther penetrating through the lane. Underneath for Hunter Ryan. That's a good dish there. And Gonzaga climb back into the lead. Good back and forth affair so far. Here's Hughes. Hughes underneath the basket, and he will not be denied as Marcus Hughes gets the hoop and the harm. And Corner Brook a chance to take the lead. Hughes comes up short from the free throw line. All tied up here at 8 early in this fourth quarter. Scoring not too hard to come by early on. Both teams shooting the lights out. Good penetration pass inside for Luther. Luther can't get it to drop, but the rebound grabbed by Jacob Marshall, and he comes in and puts it down. Hughes gets the ball, but Hughes travels. Couldn't get the pivot foot down before the ball. And that's a turnover back to the Vikings. Here's Jared Butt now. He's going to carry the floor down for Gonzaga. Inside for Luther. Luther. That ball is possibly turned over. Corner Brook with the turnover. They grab it, and Daniel O'Brien has it. O'Brien is fouled coming up the floor for Corner Brook. Here are the Titans. Hughes, long shot from three-point land by the big guy. Good rebound underneath the basket by Corner Brook, but Gonzaga get the loose ball, and Ken Thornhill moves it away. Down for Ryan. Here's Ryan. Ryan trying to spin away. Ryan gets a little separation to the outside. Thornhill, the big man. Long three-point shot, but that one is nowhere near the mark, and Corner Brook will take it coming away. Outside, Corner Brook Titans. Robbie McDonald can't find anything in there to penetrate. Now it's kicked the other way. Daniel O'Brien, a shot from three-point land, goes off the basket, and that's going to chipped out of bounds. Corner Brook for the inbounds. Here comes Gonzaga in transition. Layup. Good follow-up on the rebound by Hunter Ryan. He's going to put it down for Gonzaga. And they open up the 12-10 lead. Steal down low attempted, but the ball did go out of bounds off Nick Luther. Corner Brook will maintain possession. Daniel O'Brien on the inbounds. O'Brien out for Stewart. Here's Stewart. Stewart picks up his dribble a little bit early. Penetrates down low. Out for Hughes. Hughes, big man up top. Hughes puts the ball into the paint. Hughes comes in. Good defense there by Hunter Ryan. There's a foul. And the hoop and the harm by Daniel O'Brien. Good job there by the diminutive player for Corner Brook. Both teams going at it hard just over halfway through. 12-12 here in the Parsons number 3 court. Hall of Fame Cup action. Brought to you by the St. John's Edge, Newfoundland's newest professional sports team. St. John's Edge, the NBL Canada in action tonight. Up in Ontario, Gonzaga back in transition. Rebounded by Corner Brook. The Titans, Daniel O'Brien's going to take it down the floor for Corner Brook. Here's O'Brien. O'Brien crossover dribble, picks it up, going to put it down low for Hughes. Hughes finds Robbie McDonald underneath the basket. There's a strong rebound there by Jacob Ryan of Gonzaga. Nick Luther. For Jacob Marshall. Marshall in transition underneath the basket. Couldn't finish though, was Jared Butt. That was a sweet passing play by the Vikings. Just couldn't finish it off. Thomas Stewart, shot from three-point land. Can't get the foul. Hughes underneath the basket. Foul's going to be away from the basket. No shot there, but big Marcus Hughes doing a good job down low for the Corner Brook Titans. 12-12. Both teams knotted up, and we expect this will be a tight affair. Here's a little fadeaway jumper shot there by Robbie McDonald, and that'll put Corner Brook on top. Jared Butt carries the ball down the floor for Gonzaga. Butt over for Marshall. Marshall's shot, quick answer back by the Vikings. And that draws the game even. Here's Alan Hoven for Corner Brook. Long three-point shot by Marcus Hughes. He just about hubbed that one up from Sobeys. Couldn't get it to drop, and Gonzaga turns it over in transition. Unfortunately for the Vikings. Substitutions now into the game. Corner Brook almost Actually, they are emptying their bench. Corner Brook with a relatively small bench here, 8 players. So coach going to use the entire bench here. Actually, I should correct myself, 9 players. All players in the game seeing action for Corner Brook. Gonzaga with a substitution as well as Chris Edwards is into the game. There's a shot by the Titans. That one's going to come off the basket. Rebounded by Jared Butt. Butt puts it into the hands of the aforementioned Edwards. Edwards, long pass for Hunter Ryan. Ryan couldn't hold on to that one. And it'll be Corner Brook ball. Johnny Brake for the Corner Brook Titans. Brake picks up the dribble in a little bit of trouble. Gets it moved to Jacob Evoy. Evoy has that one knock off Hunter Ryan. Possession will be maintained by the Titans. Evoy on the inbounds, outside for Brake. Brake looking to penetrate down to the key, can't do so. Going to be kicked out now for Jacob Evoy. Evoy, that ball is stripped. Good steal there by Jacob Ryan of Gonzaga. Ryan in transition for the layup. Jared Butt couldn't finish the play off. Here comes Hughes, big Marcus Hughes showing some good skill carrying the ball down the floor. There's a 3-point shot that hits the side of the basket. Hunter Ryan intercepts. Ryan's got Edwards with it. Ryan's going to go coast to coast like buttered toast, and he'll finish that play for the Vikings. Pace blistering here right now. Both teams in transition. And you got to say one thing, these kids are in shape. And I don't mean shape like I am. I mean athletic shape. I'm more of the in shape like a pear. 1:42 left to go here in the opening quarter. The clock shows the third quarter, but we're certainly not that far into the game with a 16-14 score. Gonzaga with possession. Edwards, 3-point shot. Edwards draws a little short on that one. Rebounded by Ryan. Ryan puts it out, and that's a good, strong move to the basket by Jacob Ryan from Hunter Ryan. Jacob Ryan going to go to the line to try to complete the and one for Corner Brook. For Gonzaga. Timeout called. We'll take a break. Be right back. You're watching the Hall of Fame Cup on 5 TV1. All right, after the timeout, we're going to see Jacob Ryan go to the line, try to complete the play. Got a bunch of reprobates from Gonzaga moving in and taking over here. A few members of the Gonzaga high school hockey team here to cheer on the basketball players. Johnny Brake at the line is going to sink one for Corner Brook. From the line, Brake trying to be perfect from the line. Gonzaga 19-15. Brake misses the second one, rebounded by Hunter Ryan of Gonzaga. Matt Torville's checked into the game now for the Vikings. Torville for Edwards. Edwards down for Ryan. Ryan's going to kick it outside for Henry Carter. Harry Carter is also checked in. There's a shot, only a 2-point play. Gonzaga opening up a 6-point lead. Brake looking to put one in for Hughes. Couldn't get that one to drop. That'll be a turnover in favor of the Vikings. Here comes Chris Edwards. Edwards, half-court trap, put up there. Edwards avoids that. Moves the ball over for Carter. Carter, down low for Ryan. There's a three-point shot. That one draws iron. Going to be a little short. Good rebound there by Chris Edwards. Edwards, long pass from Matt Torville. Torville penetrates through the lane. Can't get it to drop, though. And Hughes grabs the rebound for Corner Brook. Break. Back for Hughes. Hughes in the lane. Couldn't get that one to drop. And the big man driving through, but good defense there by the Vikings. 12 seconds remain in the opening quarter. Blistering pace in this one so far. A little discussion between the officials on where the ball is going. It's going to stay with Corner Brook. Here's Break under the basket. Break kicks it outside for Nathan Break. Johnny Break to Nathan Break. Turnover. Gonzaga. Chance in the dying seconds. Hunter Ryan off the glass. Can't get it to drop, though. Good effort there by Ryan. And clock will run out. First quarter in the books. Gonzaga 21. Corner Brook 15. You're watching the Hall of Fame Cup on 5 TV1. Second quarter underway here. Gonzaga Vikings in the lead here over the Corner Brook Titans. Corner Brook's Nathan Break puts the ball to the floor outside for Johnny Break. Break, little separation, fadeaway jumper. Can't get it to drop though. Ball draws iron and won't fall. Here comes Gonzaga in transition, and that's an easy bucket for Andrew Shears underneath the basket. Here's a spin move by Break, rejected in the paint. Break fortunate not to be called for the travel there. Good defense by Gonzaga. Here's Edwards. Shears all alone under the basket again, and Shears with the nice touch. Andrew Shears won't get two easier baskets than that to start the game off for that young man. Here's a shot from Corner Brook, and that's a nice basket there by Jacob Evoy. A nice left-handed off-balance shot by Evoy. Gonzaga now with possession. Matt Torville down underneath the basket. Nice feed in for Jacob Ryan. Couldn't get it to drop though. Chris Edwards grabs the rebound out to Torville. Here's Torville for Edwards. Edwards in deep. Awkward shot there with the left hand. Big rebound though by Harry Carter. Carter grabs the ball for Gonzaga. Carter out for Edwards. Edwards, play ball called. Gonzaga on the shot clock here now. Open shot for Torville. Can't get it to drop, though, on the three-ball range. Rebounded by Carter. Carter back for Torville. Outside to Edwards. Edwards for three. Can't get it to drop, and here's an easy basket situation for Corner Brook. Robbie McDonald can't finish it off. What great effort there by Harry Carter coming back on defense. Carter trying to transition to offense. Puts one outside. There's a three-point shot from the lane from Jacob Ryan, but teams ice cold from outside. Here's a chance for Corner Brook in transition, and they'll take the easy layup. Robbie McDonald that time puts it in off the glass. Chris Edwards over for Torville. Torville hasn't picked up the dribble yet. Torville, watched by Johnny Brake. Torville now going to move it over for Harry Carter. Here's Carter. Carter over for Torville. Torville finally putting the ball to the floor. Torville penetrates in the lane, lays one up. Can't get it to drop. We got a little bit of a discussion going here between Torville and Robbie McDonald. Not very often you see that here in this sport, especially without the referees going in there. Maybe Robbie was asking them where a nice place to eat was after the game here in St. John's. 7:24 left, 25-19 in favor of the Vikings. And we're going to see Matt Torville go to the line for Gonzaga. Torville gets the home team bounce on that one, and that'll fall. Torville steps up, can't get the second one to drop. Marcus Hughes grabs the rebound for Corner Brook. Daniel O'Brien out for Alan Hoven. Hoven puts it in for Robbie McDonald, puts it outside now for Thomas Stewart. Here's Stewart. Stewart penetrates off the glass. Can't get it to drop though. And Harry Carter is going to grab it for Gonzaga. Carter out to Torville. Torville kicks one down to the wing. Inside for Shears. Shears tries to power through. Shears had the ball stripped out of his hand. And good effort there by Matt Torville, though. Rolls over the ball and puts it out of bounds. Possession going to go to the Corner Brook Titans. Chris Edwards inside finds Harry Carter. Carter can't lay it up and in though. Carter tenacious on the offensive boards. Kicks it out for Torville. Torville to Edwards. Edwards in for Carter. Now outside for Jacob Ryan. Once again, Gonzaga in the lead here by 7, but not from their shooting, I can tell you that. They've been owning the inside of the glass so far. There's a foul going to go against the Vikings as Daniel O'Brien was upended coming down the floor. 6:12 left to go in this opening half. Ball moved for Robbie McDonald. There's a shot that's going to draw short. Ball thrown away by Gonzaga. Easily picked up by Thomas Stewart. Stewart to Daniel O'Brien. O'Brien down low for McDonald. Over for Hoven. Hoven in the corner. Alan Hoven puts some McLovin on that one, and he drains the three-point shot for Corner Brook. Timeout Gonzaga, 26-19. Here's Chris Edwards. Edwards gets the rebound for the Vikings, and he will put that one down. Gonzaga comes out of timeout and strikes. Thomas Stewart for Corner Brook. Stewart looking to get it in for Hughes. Can't do so. Edwards puts the ball up off the dribble. Edwards going to bring it down the floor for Gonzaga. Edwards in and out of trouble here. Out for Torville. Torville in for Harry Carter. Carter brings it into the paint. Down low for Thornhill. Thornhill's shot drops. Gonzaga once again on the glass doing a good job. And Jacob Ryan is upended, and he will go to the line for two. Corner Brook in with the ball. Johnny Brake throws it, but it eludes the hands of Daniel O'Brien. That ball is going to go out of bounds. Gonzaga will pick it up. Gonzaga with a 9-point lead now, looking to extend. Under the basket for Thornhill, and that's an easy putback for the Vikings. Corner Brook had success with Big Hughes in the middle early on, but haven't gone to him very much. Hughes is sort of hanging on the outside. Alan Hoven in for Hughes. Now Hughes is underneath the basket, and that's the bread and butter for the Corner Brook Titans. Need to get back to going back to big Marcus Hughes underneath the basket. Hughes puts in his 6th point of the game. Luther inside. Gonzaga nowhere there. Bread is butter too. They've been powerful on the inside. Not so much from the outside. Jared Butt over for Luther. Luther's going to let a long 3-point shot go, and that one goes off the glass, and I'm willing to bet the Gonzaga coach got a smile on his face after that one. I wouldn't say that one's one Nick Luther hits more often than not. Good defense in the other end by Jacob Ryan. Carter in transition, and Carter strikes again, and Gonzaga's starting to roll a little bit here now. Here's Daniel O'Brien. O'Brien for Stewart. Stewart to Hoven. Hoven puts it out for Johnny Brake. Brake to the outside. There's an open look for Daniel O'Brien. 3-point shot by the Titans. And that's a big shot for Corner Brook there. Gonzaga picked up the dribble just over half court. That was dangerous. Harry Carter down low. Carter, a bit of contact in underneath the basket. No call. Corner Brook going to come away with the ball. Daniel O'Brien puts it in for Johnny Brake. Brake trying to find Marcus Hughes. Can't come away with it. Gonzaga coming down with strength in numbers on this rush. Nick Luther pulls up from the outside. He's a bit deep on that one. Rebounded by Gonzaga. Another rebound. Can't hold on this time, though, and Corner Brook will get possession. Timeout called by the Vikings. 2:44 left to go. Gonzaga 37, Corner Brook 26. You're watching the Hall of Fame Cup on 5 TV1. Corner Brook now out of the Gonzaga timeout with possession. Johnny Brake trying to get it in from Marcus Hughes. Corner Brook making a concerted effort to trying to go back to the big guy down low. Nick Luther moves the ball over for Jared Butt. Jared Butt, or Jut for short, throws it outside. There's a shot from the outside from Gonzaga. Once again, though, a miss on the outside. It'll give Corner Brook a chance to come down in transition. Turnover by Corner Brook. Here's Luther. Luther trying to jam his way down low. Nick Luther had a Corner Brook defender, Thomas Stewart, all over him. Here's Thornhill from the side. Thornhill finally hits one from the outside for the Vikings, and Gonzaga open up the 13-point lead. Corner Brook's Jacob Evoy puts the ball to the floor. Turns it over, though, in the paint. Hunter Ryan down for Luther. Luther trying to draw the foul there. Good defense by Marcus Hughes. Daniel O'Brien now. O'Brien picks up his dribble. Out for Brake. Brake wide open for three. Couldn't get it to drop, though. Nice shot by Brake. Just couldn't get it to go. Hunter Ryan is fouled. Gonzaga coach just about to implore him. Referee wants to have a little chat with a couple guys. Just telling them to calm down. Maybe he's going to make them have a ceremonial hug here in half court. Funny story, folks. I used to referee, and I did that one game. I told two of the guys, if they don't be good, I'm going to make them hug each other at center ice in front of everyone. They were good. Here we go. Gonzaga with possession. Into the game for the Vikings now. Jacob Marshall kicks it outside for Luther. Luther goes for Butt. Here's Butt. Butt can't penetrate. Good defense there by Corner Brook. Corner Brook. Hughes puts the ball to the floor. Here's Hughes. Hughes goes in, and he's upended. And Marcus Hughes is a handful for the Vikings. When he decides he's going to the hoop, there's not a whole pile you can do about it. Clear the track. Here comes Shaq, or Marcus Hughes, in the big black uniform for Corner Brook. Hughes at the line. Going to shoot two. We got a substitution coming in for Corner Brook, and Nathan Brake is going to check into the game. Here's Hughes. Hughes looks like he's shooting the intentional fouls down there. Gonzaga called the old impromptu timeout to have a chat about things. Big crowd on hand for this one. Hughes, second shot from the line, and he'll go to the cleaning aisle at the supermarket and put some liquid Drano on that one. Pulls it down for Corner Brook. Thornhill out for Butt. Here's Butt. Butt kicks one inside for Jacob Marshall. Marshall, he drives to the basket. Marshall with a good drive there, puts it up off the glass. And Jacob Marshall scores for Gonzaga. Here's Corner Brook. Corner Brook. Daniel O'Brien. O'Brien puts the ball to the floor, out for Brake. Johnny Brake picks up his dribble. He's got to move the ball. Finds Jacob Evoy. Evoy trying to find a pass down low. Good defense there by Gonzaga. That one goes out of bounds, and Gonzaga's defense causes another turnover here. Final 20 seconds of this opening half. Still third quarter on the clock. Longest third quarter in history. Jared Butt gets the ball back. Butt pulls up in the lane, going to put one down low. Good defense there by Corner Brook. Rebound, though. Nick Luther grabs a hold of it. Here's Hunter Ryan. Ryan underneath the basket, kicks it outside. Thornhill's got to put the shot up. He does so, and that one's going to fall short. But a good opening half for the Gonzaga Vikings. They lead the Corner Brook Titans 41-27. We'll be back for the call the second half. It is 2018 Hall of Fame Cup, brought to you by 5 TV1. So we finally hit the third quarter. Score clock stuck on 3 for a while. Gonzaga after the half, leading 41-27. Corner Brook going to have to get the offense going here early. Gonzaga's Nick Luther. He just puts a three-point shot up from about 10 feet beyond the arc, and he gets it to drop. And certainly not the way Corner Brook wanted this half to start. Daniel O'Brien out for Hoven. Hoven finds it under the basket for Hughes. Hughes can't get it to drop though. Thornhill there grabs the rebound. In transition, Gonzaga can't get that one to drop as Jacob Marshall turns it over. Good drive to the basket there. Ryan trying to take the charge, couldn't do so. But Thomas Stewart's shot misses for Corner Brook. Nick Luther gets the ball back. Luther wide open. He takes the long three again. And Luther, 2 long three-pointers here back to back, and he's pumped up there. Here's Alan Hoven. Hoven in for Daniel O'Brien. O'Brien back for Hoven, over for Stewart. O'Brien takes the ball up on top now. O'Brien almost had his defender in the air. Puts the ball in for Hughes. Hughes puts it to the floor. Hughes, good spin move. Puts it to the basket, and he'll lay it off the glass for 2. Gonzaga coming down the floor now. They're going to have the ball in the hands of Jared Butt. Butt kicks it in for Jacob Marshall. Marshall is upended. He tries to drive on the baseline, and Marshall will earn himself a trip to the foul line. Nick Luther, 2 3-pointers that probably could have counted for 4.5 points. How long he shot them. Wide open on both. Luther couldn't get anything to fall in the first half, but he's been pretty good here to start off number 2. Jacob Marshall at the foul line. Misses the first one. Going to try to sink number 2 here. Marshall settles in, takes the shot. Catches the back rim, though. Not going to happen. Out of bounds. Good effort there by Hunter Ryan trying to get that rebound. Couldn't quite get there, and Corner Brook will inbound the ball. O'Brien puts it into the hands of Alan Hoven. Hoven for O'Brien. O'Brien not ready for that pass. Nick Luther steals. Luther to the basket with the left hand. Couldn't get it to fall. Corner Brook now, chance in transition. O'Brien just grabs hold of the Gonzaga player. Might fortunate not to be called for the flagrant there. Pretty much lassoed him coming down the floor. Gonzaga ball in Corner Brook territory. Here's Gonzaga coming up the floor. It's Jarrett Butt going to handle the ball. Butt over for Luther. It's a wonder Luther doesn't shoot from there. He's hit 2 from around that range already. Butt, the outside for Hunter Ryan. Ryan trying to drive the baseline. No room there. Jacob Marshall has it underneath the basket. Marshall causes a turnover now. Here's Luther. Luther kicks it outside. Here's Hunter Ryan. Ryan wide open for 3. And Gonzaga doing it from beyond the arc to start this third quarter. That's their 3rd straight 3-point shot made. Hunter Ryan looking for the steal. Can't get it. Marcus Hughes trying to be spread free. Corner Brook will maintain possession. Ball put over for McDonald. Robbie McDonald can't get it to go. Luther turns it over here for Gonzaga. Here comes Nick Luther down the floor. Luther puts the ball over. A little bit of a lazy pass there, though, and that's stolen. But Luther makes up for it right away, and that's great hustle there by Nick Luther. Makes a mistake with a soft pass, but he comes down the floor and causes the steal. Gonzaga on the inbounds. Jared Butt going to carry the ball up the floor. In for Butt. Here's Butt now. Butt over to Luther. Luther over for Butt. Butt, long pass in for Thornhill. Thornhill, double team, kicks it out for Luther. Luther from 3 again. And Luther again. He almost can't believe it. He's heating up like something else from beyond the arc. Corner Brook needs some stops here and scores. This one's going to get away from him right now. Corner Brook, McDonald underneath the basket. McDonald couldn't get it to drop. That's a tough luck there. Good pass by Hughes. Hughes goes up for the basket, and he will be fouled, and he will get a trip to the foul line for the Corner Brook Titans, Marcus Hughes. 53-29 right now in favor of the Vikings. Marcus Hughes at the line. He's a little short on the first shot. Settle in for number 2. Hughes comes up short on the second one. Rebounded there by Kent Thornhill. Long pass down the floor for Gonzaga's Jacob Marshall. Marshall can't get that one to drop. Little present coming into the booth here. I almost wore that basketball on my nose. Quick hands. I might be fat, folks, but the hands are still there. Corner Brook, O'Brien trying to penetrate down low. O'Brien is fouled by Thornhill. And O'Brien going to get an opportunity. No, he's not going to go to the line. Foul before. We'll see some substitutions come into the game for Gonzaga. We'll get a look at Lucas Shortle checking in for the first time this game. And Jacob Ryan going to come back in as well. Corner Brook, Nathan Brake puts it down low. Outside for O'Brien. Now O'Brien puts it up top for McDonald. McDonald in for Hughes. Hughes automatically double team. We got a shot clock violation called against Corner Brook. Good defense there by Gonzaga. Hard to tell where the cheers are coming from with 4 different courts going on. I thought there might have been a few boo birds on that call just then, but it's obviously not. Gonzaga under some pressure here from Robbie McDonald. McDonald chips the ball out of bounds, still maintained by the Vikings. Ball now put in the hands of Lucas Shortle. Shortle gets over for Marshall. There's a long shot from Luther again, and note to self, cover Nick Luther. He's 4 for 4 from beyond the arc here in this third quarter. Ball's thrown in for Hughes. Hughes puts the ball to the floor. Hughes, how did he not get called for traveling on that one? Gets the putback, and it goes through. Shortle now for Gonzaga. Shortle up the floor. Shortle picks up the dribble, puts it down for Jacob Marshall. Marshall, triple team. Out for Shortle. Shortle to Luther. Luther gonna miss on that one. That's the first one. You can tell Luther on that one. He did not catch it cleanly and let it go. But we'll have a foul underneath, and Jacob Marshall is gonna get an opportunity to go to the line. And Gonzaga with a big third quarter here at the Powerplex, opening this game up. Got to be tough for these kids from Corner Brook. Competition, I can only assume, probably hard to come by out on the West Coast. So coming into St. John's, probably a big event for them. And it's great to get competition, but you don't like to have to pay for it that much. And it's quite an expense to the parents and the kids of the Corner Brook Titans coming to St. John's for this event. Not a lot of traffic on the road coming into St. John's. I'd say most of it's going out to Corner Brook this week, and Marble Mountain will be the place to be here in this long weekend for the school districts at least. Hoven for Corner Brook. Out for Hughes. Hughes out at the top of the key. Hughes in for McDonald. McDonald spins, fires, and gets it to drop, and that's a nice basket there by Robbie McDonald of the Titans. Luther going to carry the ball down the floor. Luther in for Marshall. Marshall, double team from the outside, and that's a nice pass in for Jacob Ryan. Ryan gets the pass from Marshall on the double team, and Gonzaga strikes again. Luther puts up a shot from three-point land. Can't get that one to drop. And Corner Brook will get the rebound and maintain possession. Substitutions coming into the game. Graham King going to check in now for Gonzaga. Gonzaga coaches going to their bench a little here with a big lead in this one, 60-35 in favor of the Vikings. And for Corner Brook, we're going to get a look at Noah LaCour Thistle has checked in. Here's LaCour Thistle. Puts the ball to the floor, pass inside for Johnny Brake into McDonald, and that's a good basket for the Titans. Corner Brook looking to press a little bit here. Shortle back for Edwards. Edwards, ball up over half court, finds Shortle. Shortle kicks it to the outside. There's a shot by Ryan for three. And Jacob Ryan knocks down another three ball. That is the sixth three-point shot of the quarter for the Gonzaga Vikings. 18 points courtesy of Beyond the Arc. Big third quarter here for the Vikings. Hughes in for McDonald. McDonald creates some space. Can't get it to drop though. Rebound for Corner Brook. Hughes. Hughes had a couple of shots at it. Got the rebound but could not finish off. Chris Edwards over for Shortle. Shortle going to penetrate. Hughes was going up to challenge hard then. There was no way Shortle was getting by Hughes on that one. Here's Shortle for three. That one's going to come up short. Kickball violation called. Gonzaga will turn it over. .2:14 left to go in this third quarter. Corner Brook Titans trying to get something good here to finish and creep back to within striking distance in the fourth. Turnover though. Here's Edwards. Edwards over for Graham King. King takes a long shot. That one's going to foul off the rim wide. Ball comes down to McDonald. McDonald in the lane. McDonald can't get it to drop. Rebound's going to go off Gonzaga. Possession maintained by Corner Brook. Robbie McDonald, he's been a little feisty here for Corner Brook in this one. Doing a great job in the paint for the Titans. Johnny Brake now inbound. Long pass for Hughes. Hughes, three-point shot. That rattles in and out of the rim. Shortle's going to grab it for Gonzaga. Shortle upended there by Jacob Evoy. And certainly it's got a little bit of a tinge of nastiness. Little tinge of nastiness here. Not necessarily nasty, just both teams playing hard. That's the way it's going to be. Stick with us here on 5TV1. We're going to have all the call here, and after this game, the whole Powerplex will change its complexion. Right now, it's set up for 4 courts, 4 games going on simultaneously. This afternoon, the switch happens, and we go to 2 courts. So a little bit of a different look for you this afternoon. And you know something? A different look for the players. You got to think that the players will be here really early to get some shooting in before the games if they could. Here's a shot from the outside from the Titans, from the hands of Jacob Evoy. Can't get it to fall, though. Rebounded by Edwards. Edwards over into the hands of Graham King, and King again, the three-point shot for Gonzaga. Gonzaga with a 30-point lead right now. Foul going to go against Chris Edwards there. Johnny Brake still maintains possession. Brake in the inbounds pass. Going to kick it out for Robbie McDonald. McDonald for Hughes. Hughes guarded by Ryan. Hughes just throws it off the legs of a Gonzaga player looking for a pass. Ball bounces out of down. Possession will be maintained by the Titans. McDonald out for Evoy. Jacob Evoy back in for Robbie McDonald. McDonald out for Brake. Brake, three-point shot for the Titans. Can't get it to drop. Rebound though by Hughes. Hughes looking for the foul in tight. Not going to get the call. And here comes Edwards for Gonzaga. Edwards over for Shortle. Shortle. Penetrate pass. In for Shears. Shears gets hacked there. And probably in the bonus now. Shears going right to the line. He's going to shoot too. Just got a correction on the Corner Brook player. It's Joni Break, not a Johnny Break. So I apologize, and we'll correct that from here on in. Corner Brook Titans, Break, moves the ball up. There's a steal by Shortle. Shortle to the basket. Shortle. Rebound for Edwards. Edwards gets another opportunity. Big rejection there by Jacob Evoy. Evoy coming down the floor for the Titans. Evoy showing some good hands. Evoy throwing it to the outside. Here's Joni Break. Break kicks one out for McDonald. McDonald back for Evoy. Evoy shot. That one comes up a little short. Maintains possession though as the ball goes out of bounds off a Gonzaga player. 10 seconds left in this third quarter. Break in for Hughes. Hughes trying to get it back to Joni Break. Couldn't do so. Here's McDonald with the shot. Rebounded by Shortle. That's going to do it for this third quarter. Gonzaga Vikings putting together an offensive outburst in the third, courtesy of the three-point shot. They lead 69-37. Fourth quarter underway, 2018 Hall of Fame Cup, brought to you by 5 TV1. Shout out to the sponsors, the St. John's Edge, Mary Brown's Chickens and Taters, and Universal Corporate Wear. For all your corporate apparel, give Universal Corporate Wear a call at 753-5044. Thornhill trying to dial up a three-point shot, but the call was declined. Ball rattles in and out of the basket. Here's Evoy now for Corner Brook. Jacob Evoy drives the lane. Evoy with some good, strong moves to the basket there. He'll get the hoop and the harm. And Evoy going to go to the line to complete the three-point play. Shot there, completed, three-point play. Gonzaga will come back down the floor. It's going to be Jared Butt. Butt puts it over for Luther. Another 3-point shot for the Vikings. Marcus Hughes pulled up a little lame there. Corner Brook going to empty the bench here right now. Everybody getting an opportunity to play here this morning at the Powerplex. Daniel O'Brien falling for Thomas Stewart. Nathan Brake into the game now for Corner Brook as well. Hoven, Jacob Evoy. Evoy going to the basket. Evoy will complete the play, and Evoy's doing a good job at penetrating in this fourth quarter. Gonzaga's Jared Butt moves it over for Thornhill. Thornhill kicks it out for Butt. Butt in for Hunter Ryan. Ryan's shot, medium range. That one's not going to fall. Rebounded there by O'Brien. O'Brien over for Nathan Brake. Break down for Evoy. Evoy's shot's going to pull up short. Good effort by Evoy on the rebound. Can't grab it though. Here's Hunter Ryan. Ryan trying to penetrate a pass in for Luther. Good rebound there by Corner Brook. O'Brien not letting his body momentum take him out of town. Nick Luther is going to commit the foul there against Alan Hoven, and Gonzaga going to empty the bench here right now as well. Here's Evoy. Evoy trying to penetrate again one more time. Kicked out for Evoy. Evoy on the outside. Evoy trying to come down low. No room at the end, as they say, those. Gonzaga doing a good job defensively. There's a shot from outside by Alan Hoven. That one's not going to come near anything. Ball's turned over for the Vikings. Gonzaga's Chris Edwards moves the ball up the floor. Edwards over for Torville. Matt Torville into the game now. Torville kicks over Jacob Ryan. Ryan outside for Edwards. Edwards for three, and Gonzaga rarely misses the three-point shot. They've been outstanding from beyond the arc this afternoon, or I should say this morning. Here's Edwards. Edwards, pass over for Shortle, and Shortle with an acrobatic shot up off the glass, and he'll get it to drop for Gonzaga. Hoven for O'Brien. O'Brien from beyond the arc. Daniel O'Brien with the three-point shot for the Titans. Chris Edwards now. Edwards marching down the floor for Gonzaga. Edwards puts it to Shortle. Shortle outside for Jacob Ryan. Ryan's going to try his luck with the three-point ball. Everybody shooting away for Gonzaga. Firing away. Most times they're going through, but we've seen a few blanks in this fourth quarter. 6:14 left to go. Gonzaga in control. Here's O'Brien. O'Brien trying to penetrate into the key, but that's stolen by Shortle. Shortle moves it for Ryan. Ryan's pass is intercepted down the floor. Thomas Stewart now for the Titans. Stewart pass to the outside for Brake, but his foot is out of bounds. And here comes Shortle for Gonzaga. Here's Torville. Torville out for Graham King. King for three. And as Gonzaga were shooting hot, they've gone ice cold all of a sudden. But when the score is like it is now, I guess no big panic from the Gonzaga coaching staff. Corner Brook Titans now out of the timeout. Daniel O'Brien's going to bring the ball down the floor. In for Alan Hoven. Hoven into the hands of Evoy. Evoy pulls up, shoots. Comes a little bit short there. Ball still will be maintained possession by Corner Brook. Titans, here's Robbie McDonald. McDonald out for Hoven. Hoven thought about shooting momentarily. Andrew Shears backed him off just enough. Shears going to get tagged with the foul there now. We'll see who the call goes against. It is indeed Shears for the push. And it'll be a shooting foul. Still over 5 minutes left to go. But unless a miraculous Corner Brook comeback can occur, this one is probably not in doubt. Right now, it'd have to be a heck of a run by the Titans to go on. Hoven goes 2 for 2 from the line. Puts the ball in for Corner Brook. Torville now. Torville setting up out for Shears. Shears puts the ball to the basket. Shears, nice little drive through, and he'll drop the bucket for the Vikings. Ball kicked down for Robbie McDonald. McDonald out for O'Brien. O'Brien driving through to the hoop. He'll get to go to the line. Torville's going to get tagged with the foul there. That will send the Titans to the line again. Game slowed down to somewhat of a snail's pace here. And not to be surprised, Gonzaga with the three-point shooting really opened up a big lead in the Corner Brook bench. And it's tough. You're coming in with 8 or 9 players. It is hard. It's exhausting. They played last night. They play again today. And they'll play again this afternoon in a placement game in this Hall of Fame Cup. Shot is good from the line. Chris Edwards going to bring the ball down the floor for Gonzaga. Edwards to Torville. Torville throws that one out of bounds though. Here come the Titans. O'Brien down the floor. O'Brien looking to penetrate. O'Brien gets a little space to the lane. He's going to earn himself a trip to the line. Daniel O'Brien with some good effort here for the Titans in the fourth quarter of this one. O'Brien's third trip to the line already. O'Brien steps up, drains the first one. O'Brien 2 for 2 from the line. Here's Edwards. Edwards stops, slowing things down. Gonzaga looking for a little time. Out for Shortle. Shortle from three-point land. He gets that one to drop. Lucas Shortle fires away again from the three-point. Here's O'Brien. O'Brien penetrates the lane again. Crosses over to the left hand. Can't get it to drop though, and Torville's going to take it away for Gonzaga. Foul from behind. Torville with a good job on the offensive boards. Gonzaga in the bonus now. And a lot of chatter going on the floor between the players. Blue ball, thought it was the bonus, but it's going to be a Gonzaga ball here in the backcourt. Torville picks it up. From the official, we see Hovens going to check out, and O'Brien will check out for Corner Brook. Coming back into the game now, Noah LaCour Thistle and Thomas Stewart. Here's a shot by the Vikings, going to miss. Evoy's going to grab the rebound. Joni Brake and Evoy back in the game as well for the Titans. Here's Evoy for LaCour Thistle. Back outside for Stewart. Stewart in for McDonald. McDonald hands it off to Brake. Brake shot, pulls up and drops it for Corner Brook. Brake gambled a little bit trying for the steal there, couldn't get it. Graham King pulls on. Here's Torville. Torville switches it out for Stewart. Stewart trying to penetrate one in for Graham King, can't get that one. Ball finds the hands of Andrew Shears. Shears turns that one over, down for McDonald. Here's McDonald, goes to the basket, and he lays it off the glass. And Corner Brook stringing a few together here in the fourth. Torville for Stewart. Stewart down low for King. Here's King now. King on the outside. It's one outside for Shortle. Shortle can't get that basket. Rebounded there by the Titans. Here's McDonald. McDonald lays one off the glass. And the Corner Brook Titans putting a little bit of a run together here in the fourth. Still down by a lot. Lucas Shortle. Outside for Torville. Torville penetrates the lane. He takes a bump from Thomas Stewart. And the foul will go against the Titans. Stay with us, folks. We will have continuing action here all day on 5 TV1 of the 2018 Hall of Fame Cup. Shout out to the officials here from the Newfoundland Basketball Officials Association. From what I'm led to believe, these ladies and gentlemen volunteering their time for all games this weekend, and that is something you rarely see in sport. I'm by far the president of the Referees Union. I'm probably harder on them than most, but I tell you what, you got to tip your hat to those ladies and gentlemen volunteering their time at this event. Has been a tradition at the Hall of Fame Cup, so good on them. Ball in for McDonald. McDonald out for LaCour Thistle. He can't hold on to that pass. Here's Torville. Torville spins away, puts it over for Edwards. Back for Torville. Torville over to Shortle. Shortle in for King. Here's a long shot for three by Chris Edwards, and Gonzaga with the three ball. Strike again. Joni Brake up for Evoy. Evoy penetrates down low for LaCour Thistle, and Brake's going to try a shot there. Joni Brake with the rebound. Passes in for Jacob Evoy. Evoy gets the putback for the foul. Approaching the final minute. Gonzaga going to move on in this Hall of Fame Cup. Have to wait and see who they will tangle with later on today in semi-final action. McDonald to the basket. Can't get that one to drop. Here's Edwards. Edwards going to slow it down a little bit now and take it slowly down the floor. Edwards in for Shortle. Shortle under some pressure. Shortle's going to put the ball to the floor. Finds Shears. Shears gets hacked going to the basket, and that foul is going to go against Joni Brake of the Corner Brook Titans. Andrew Shears going to get a trip to the foul line. Gonzaga with a big effort here this morning. They're going to move on. Mostly courtesy of the three ball. Gonzaga, we don't have stats in front of us, but they hit at least 8 3-point shots. I'm probably low there, probably more like 10. So 30 points from three-point lane plus. That's big in a high school basketball game. We haven't seen a team shoot that well here yet this weekend. Joni Brake. Down to dying seconds now. Brake puts it over for Stewart. Stewart's three-point shot doesn't fall. Torville grabs it for Gonzaga. Torville going to stop and settle things down. Has a look at the clock. Torville puts it into the hands of Shortle. Shortle into the key, trying to find Andrew Shears. Shears under some pressure. Shears is going to move it down below the key, out for Shortle. Shortle drives to the basket. Good strip there. But the putback put in by Edwards, and that'll do it. Final score in this one. Gonzaga Vikings 89, Corner Brook Titans 58. We'll be back with our continuing coverage here on 5TV1 of the 2018 Hall of Fame Cup.